efforts to remove a name across the Ohio State University is increasing as students begin to express disappointment. We have the details.
After Trump spoke on windmill farms, European countries signed to build a windmill power hub. More to come.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg took the stand on Wednesday in a lawsuit that could affect social media usage.
In a new executive order, President Trump is boosting the production of glyphosate. Find out what weed killer brand it's used in.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Good evening, Portage County. Welcome back to our Thursday evening newscast. I'm Claire Duver.
And I'm Abby Kress. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Well, I hear things are getting sweet in Kent with a new ice cream shop opening up.
That's right, Claire. Desserts are on the horizon for Kent. KSTV's Tatum Warrants has more.
Hi guys, well it looks like it's Throwback Thursday because we're going to be taking a look at an 80s themed ice cream shop that is opening in Kent soon. 80s Ice Cream Shop has locations in Salem and Austintown, and next month it will open in Acorn Alley here in Kent.
The ice cream's at a real good value, so people could come in, not break the bank, play some games, have some fun, a lot of music and movies on and things like that.
The Thorpe family opened the Salem location in April of 2024 because they thought it would be fun to combine all their favorite things into a business.
For sitting on the couch, and I was kind of like semi-retired and love ice cream and love the 80s, and I wanted to share it, and it just become something fun to do.
The name Totally 80s Ice Cream Shop is a play on the 1990 song Ice Ice Baby. The shop features a number of 80s movie posters, music records, and other themed decorations.
It's a cozy place. The family who owns it, they are really amazing people, super kind, caring, and we love it here.
24 flavors are shown in the ice cream case at a time, but they have an extra freezer with many more. They also have a variety of nostalgic candy and sodas.
Most of the times, the reason that we get the banana split is that you have the choice of doing whatever you want to do inside it. So you can add anything, you can change anything.
The Thorpes are excited to serve the Kent community at their new location, which is going to be more spacious. It is expected to open in mid-March.
Sometimes spontaneous things happen in the shop. Might get some whipped cream out, give you guys some free whipped cream. We're just going to have some fun, and I think it's something for the shyest person to the person that's the class clown.
To stay updated on the opening, you can search Totally 80s Ice Cream Shop on Facebook or visit their website. For KSTV News, I'm Tatum Warrants.
Thanks, Tatum. We turn to Ohio Representatives Josh Williams and Darnell Brewer proposing a bill called Kimani's Law. The bill intends to strengthen child protection services in courts as well as in schools. The bill also allows Child Protective Services to share information with criminal courts as a way for courts to be made aware every time a neglect, abuse, or dependency investigation is initiated following questions regarding the rights of the individual.
Ohio lawmakers introduced a new bill pushing for stricter protections for school cross guards. Introduced by State Representatives Tom Young and Andrea White, the new bill will increase penalties for drivers who ignore or interfere with cross guards. The bill comes after a guard was hit and had to shove the kids crossing out of the way, with the driver being fined $48.
Good Thursday evening, Portage County, and welcome to your first weather forecast of the night. We have a lot to get into with this weird Ohio weather that is giving us a little taste of spring, so let's get into it. Over here we can see that Toledo is at 37 degrees, which is a lot colder than in the Akron and Canton area. And in Columbus, it is 62, which is a little bit of a higher temperature. But tonight it is going to rain, so expect the temperature to drop. And in Toledo, it is heavy fog, and there is going to rain tonight too. And as you can see over here in Cincinnati, it is 66 degrees, but it is also going to rain. So if you are going to travel, maybe pack an umbrella. And as we can see in this more of the surrounding areas, we can see that Kent is 56 degrees, with Youngstown being at 57, and Sandusky is 50, and Mansfield is 60 degrees. And tonight it is going to stay 48 degrees until 10 p.m. and it is going to have a 2-degree drop at midnight, and it is going to gain a 3% chance of precipitation. And as it's getting warmer, flowers will start to bloom, so here's a spring joke for you. Why are flowers so popular? They have a lot of buds. That's all for now, and stay tuned with more weather updates.
Thanks, Sam. Well, there are growing pushes to remove Les Wexner's name from buildings and facilities across the Ohio State University's campus, including its medical center. This comes from Wexner's alleged association to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Students at OSU have expressed feelings of disappointment and believe it would be best to remove the signs at the university. Wexner said in a statement that he visited Epstein's island, but he has denied any wrongdoing and says his relationship to Epstein was one of business.
Bill Gates pulls out of giving a keynote address at a major AI summit in India on Thursday. His foundation made the announcement right before the address was to happen, stating it was to ensure the focus remained on the AI summit. This comes after Gates was mentioned in the newly released Epstein files, which included multiple emails between him and Jeffrey Epstein. Those were sent after Epstein was convicted on prostitution-related charges in 2008.
The former Prince Andrew was arrested today by British police due to suspicion of misconduct in public office. Thames Valley Police has said they were evaluating reports that the former prince sent confidential trade reports to Jeffrey Epstein in 2010 when he was Britain's envoy for international trade. The reports came from correspondence between the two men that was among the millions of pages from the DOJ's Epstein investigation. Andrew has repeatedly denied wrongdoing in retaliation to his friendship with Epstein. Following the arrest of the former prince, King Charles III released a statement commenting on his arrest. In the statement, he condemned the allegations surrounding his brother, saying, quote, "The law must take its course."
According to the Department of Homeland Security memo obtained by CNN, the Trump administration is expanding ICE's ability to detain illegal refugees. It also states that immigration officers should arrest and detain refugees who fail to adjust to lawful permanent resident status within a year of being admitted to the U.S.
The U.S. military could be gearing up to strike Iran as soon as this weekend. According to sources close to the White House briefing, top national security officials reportedly met Wednesday to discuss possible military action in Iran, as well as the position of military assets in the Middle East. While Trump has hinted at a desire for a regime change and has insisted Iran not obtain a nuclear weapon, he has not said what his objectives would be in ordering an attack.
A large company has surpassed Walmart as the leader in global sales. We'll be back with what company achieved this.
The U.S. is facing 5 new outbreaks of measles cases. Researchers may have found new developments.
Hey there, welcome to Kent Core.
Kent Core.
To Kent Core.
What if your research could reach beyond the classroom? Welcome to the 40th Graduate Research Symposium. This two-day event brings graduate students from all disciplines together to present their work, exchange ideas, and engage with faculty and peers. Join us each day at 8 a.m. for research and collaboration with award opportunities and keynote speaker Professor Michael Beam. Register for Graduate Research Symposium March 19th and 20th.
Tomorrow's news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Your community.
Your stories.
Kent today.
Yes, thank you, Claire. That's right, guys. Food lovers, listen up. There's a food event happening in downtown Kent, and there is still a week to participate. Foodie February is an event throughout the whole month. 25 downtown restaurants are participating. This event is centered around bingo cards that have the restaurants printed on the bingo spaces. Restaurants are giving out cards and stamping them after a customer purchases food. To enter the raffle, take a picture of the card and email it to Main Street Kent. The more bingos a customer gets, the more entries they get into a raffle. Raffle prizes include $25 gift cards to a participating restaurant.
Heard of it, but I would definitely participate. And I think the restaurants are pretty good. I'm open to trying the ones that are on there, but I think the selection's good right now. Not more that I would add.
Many Kent residents have not heard about Foodie February. There was limited advertising online and in the restaurants. Advertisements online had minimal attraction and viewership. Residents in downtown said that if they had known about it, they would have participated. There seemed to be interest after people had found out about this event. This event also took place last year, but they have downsized the amount of prize money. Last year, they gave out $750 in gift cards, and this year, a mere $250. This event is one of many things happening in downtown Kent. I'm Sam Stover, but don't go anywhere because I'll be back shortly to give you a look at your weekend forecast.
Thanks, Sam. Amazon is now in the lead in global sales, beating Walmart's 13-year run. Amazon made $717 billion last year, beating Walmart, which made $713 billion in sales last year. The factor that pushed Amazon into the lead is its fast-growing technology side. Despite this, Walmart is continuing to gain market share from its competitors like Target.
In a speech President Donald Trump gave last month, he disagreed with nations that buy windmills. And then just a few days later, 9 European countries signed a deal to build a vast offshore wind power hub in the North Sea, which is the epicenter of the continent's gas and oil industry. However, the deal is not a direct response to Trump's speech, but rather because the project could increase Europe's energy security and stop heavy dependence of the continent's oil and gas.
Keeping you informed and ahead of the storm, this is your KSTV weather.
This evening. This spring week is giving us a lot of hope for Ohio residents, but unfortunately I might have some bad news. So let's take a look at what the future has for us. Over here we can see that today it is 59 degrees with a 69% chance of humidity, and the wind is at 8 miles per hour. And also the sunrise was at 7:14. Now I don't know about you, but I am really glad that the sun is rising quicker because I love that our days are getting longer. And tomorrow it is going to be 41 degrees with a 24% chance of rain, 69% humidity, which was the same today, and the sunset will be at 6:05 p.m. And as we can see, the sunsets and sunrises are getting longer, giving us longer days. The wind is going to be between 10 to 15 miles per hour. And for your extended forecast, tomorrow it is a 25% chance of precipitation, and Saturday and Sunday and throughout the rest of the week it is going to be getting colder, but we can see that Wednesday we're having a little bit of higher temperatures, being at 45 degrees, and then on Thursdays, it is going to be cloudier. And unfortunately, on Sunday and Monday, it is going to have chances of snow. So as much as this week has been warm, it is going to be getting colder again. But hopefully in the future, the spring weather will continue to go and it will continue to get warmer. That is the extended forecast for the upcoming week. February is coming to a close, so here's a month joke for you. Can February March? No, but April May. That's all I have for you today. For KSTV, I'm Sam Stover.
Good evening, I'm Alex Brown. Today I bring you updates on measles outbreaks, the production of chemicals and herbicides, and the ongoing lawsuit against Meta. With the U.S. recently facing 5 new outbreaks of measles cases in 24 states, health experts are researching whether full vaccination prevents transmission. Up next, here's more about the measles outbreak from CNN.
Not effective. They don't make you, immortal.
I love that song, but I want to thank you all. We're special.
President Trump issued an executive order to increase the production of glyphosate and phosphorus, directed towards the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Defense. The order, named the Defense Production Act, was signed on the night of the 18th. President Trump stated that the production of herbicide is essential towards national security and the economy. Glyphosate, a key ingredient of Roundup, has been served thousands of lawsuits tied to alleged links to cancer. Yesterday, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, the parent company of Instagram and Facebook, testified in court against allegations of social media being harmful towards children. A woman identified only as Kaylee accuses Meta and YouTube of intentionally designing addictive features for their apps, which got her hooked to social media as a child. Zuckerberg and Meta countered the allegations by claiming that they have instated safety features to protect their younger user base. The outcome of this lawsuit should affect other cases by families who say their own children have been harmed or even killed because of social media. For KSTV, I'm Alex Brown.
An announcement was made today from the Tri-City that aims to bring access to baseball and softball to Northeast Ohio.
Find out the new tech-savvy exhibit that is being added to the Victoria and Albert Museum.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now spit. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. We lost Leo when he was only 19, killed by fentanyl he didn't even know he was taking. He was my heart, my son.
My grandson. I wish you could have met him. Such a beautiful young man. Kind, smart, funny, sweet, a great kid.
Go to ladrfoundation.org to join us in the fight against fentanyl.
Thank
Many Olympians have launched their careers at Kent State University. In track and field, Veteran coach Nathan Fanger has propelled 2 star athletes to the Summer Games. Following in their powerful footsteps is Olympic hopeful Gabby Bailey. Gabby's high school coach knew Kent State would be a perfect home for the Jamaican star after seeing the success of one of his former athletes, Olympian Danielle Thomas Dodd.
Kent is a good place to grow because the environment here is unmatched compared to other schools. It's not just a good place for athletes, it's a good place for everybody. Everybody feels supported here.
Coach Fanger helps Gabby grow athletically and academically.
We want to go win conference championships and we want to see people's success outside of track and field, but to get there, you've got to be able to be supportive through the whole process, right? I'm there essentially 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's like an experience probably won't get anywhere else. And it's just a feeling of being welcome all the time.
The Cleveland Guardians, Cuyahoga Community College, and EL1 Sports announced today the launch of the first Guardians Training Center. The 20,000 square foot facility will help expand access to baseball, softball, and sports industry careers across Northeast Ohio. The new facility will be located in Tri-C's Western Campus in Parma, Ohio, and will give athletes of all ages access to coaching, training, and lessons.
While baseball is still a few weeks away, there are still plenty of sports currently in season that our sports correspondent Maddox Miller is here to discuss.
What are some of the latest updates, Maddox?
Well, we have a lot of action going on here between basketball and wrestling and even the Olympics nearing their conclusion. There's plenty to talk about, so let's get started with some Kent State athletics, where we're going to start on the basketball court. The Kent State women's basketball team took on NIU at home. The Flashes picked up the win yesterday, 70-67, to get their record to 12-13. Junior center Riley Miller led the way for Kent State with 16 points on 6 of 10 shooting. Senior forward Tatiana Thomas also tacked on 15 points and 7 rebounds. Next up for the team is a trip to Akron for a 12 o'clock game on Saturday against the Zips. Now, moving things to the mats, the KSU wrestling team has their final meet of the regular season. They will be welcoming in Lock Haven for a 7 o'clock home meet tonight. The Golden Flashes will be looking for their first winning record since a shortened 2020-21 season. After the meet, next up for the Flashes is a trip to Buffalo, New York for the MAC Championship, which will run from March 6th to 7th. And tonight is the return of the NBA. The All-Star break has ended, and tonight teams are back in action. The playoff race is on. 2 games are in prime time tonight, with the Pistons taking on the Knicks in a battle of 2 Eastern Conference powerhouses at 7:30, and the Celtics face off against the Warriors at 10 o'clock, with both games being on Prime Video. For our Cleveland Cavalier fans, the Cavs will host the Brooklyn Nets at 7 o'clock as they look to start the second half strong. And finally, wrapping things up, looking at the broad landscape of the NBA, the East play-in race may come down to the wire. Giannis Antetokounmpo's Bucks sit 3 games back of a spot, but with Giannis's return from injury looming and the signing of Cam Thomas, the Bucks could be primed for a playoff push. To do so, they will realistically have to catch either the Charlotte Hornets or Atlanta Hawks, who both made moves at the deadline. Meanwhile, in the West, it's a battle for the top as the 6 through 3 seeds are all 1 or 2 games within each other. And at the very top, the Oklahoma City Thunder's lead on the 1 seed has slipped to 3 games ahead of the 2-seeded Spurs. There's still a lot to decide in the regular season, so it should be a fun time to see how this NBA season shakes out. And wrapping things up on the ice, the women's Olympic hockey finals were today. Switzerland first beat Sweden 2-1 in OT to claim bronze, and in the gold medal game, the United States took down Canada 2-1 in overtime. It started with a Hillary Knight goal to tie it up in the third, and in overtime, it was Megan Keller who scored the game-winning goal to claim gold for the first time since 2018. This is the United States' 3rd gold across 8 Olympic Games. Congrats to all the players on the team, and especially Layla Thomas, who became the first black woman to win an Olympic gold in women's hockey. And that is all I have for you today. To stay up to date on all things Kent State or more, head over to KentStater.com and make sure to follow Kent Stater Sports on Instagram. For KSTV, I'm Maddox Miller.
is going viral after the break.
Okay.
Greetings, loved ones. Let's take a journey.
And although I may be lonely, stick around for what each of the cast members has planned for today.
All that and more on College Voice.
Peace.
out.
Kent State University's Marcello Fantoni has served on the scientific committee of the Palace of Versailles for the past decade. Through this prestigious position, Fantoni creates worldwide connections, helping Kent State students and faculty realize one-of-a-kind global experiences.
Today, Kent State University is a global university. We have a presence in every single continent of this planet. If we send our Ohio students all over the world and bring their experiences back, we create the conditions in Ohio for a much healthier and stronger development of the entire state. When you come back and you have more tools in your brain, more options for solutions, you are a more talented, a more versatile professional. And this is what the market wants today. The future of higher education is global.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
A 6-month-old Japanese monkey was abandoned by his mother at Ichikawa Zoo, but zookeepers cared for him and supplied a stuffed orangutan to take mom's place. The monkey's name is Punch, and his story went viral as people find the story heartfelt.
YouTube came online over 20 years ago, and now a museum in London is preserving part of YouTube's history. The Victoria and Albert Museum is showcasing a reconstruction of an early webpage of YouTube from 2006. The video is Me at the Zoo, a 19-second clip of the 25-year-old YouTube co-founder talking about elephants. All right, so what do you think of YouTube? What kind of stuff do you watch?
I watch a lot of makeup videos.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us this evening. For KSTV, I'm Claire Juber.
And I'm Abby Kress. Have a good night.
Did you know that children growing up with poor air quality have smaller lungs and higher rates of asthma than children that grow up with good air quality? And unfortunately, poor communities have poor air quality. IQ Air Foundation is working to change this. Today, the IQ Air Foundation provides filtration technology to schools with poor air quality through our Clean Air for Kids program. Our goal is to help over 50,000 school children every year breathe over 90% cleaner air indoors, helping to level the playing field, reduce barriers to learning, reduce sick days, and increase test scores. Mitigating poor air quality is key to environmental justice. Help Clean Air for Kids reach more children at iqairfoundation.org.
Good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend and are ready to be inspired. One quick thing I want to remind you guys to be studying.
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused. Fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, Can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself.